Hi there, and welcome to Remy. Let's go ahead and build an app together. The first thing we need to do is tell Remy what kind of app we'd like built. We'll click on the chat box at the very bottom of the screen, and we can hold the backtick key on our keyboard, which is the key left of the one key, and simply speak into the microphone. Build a digital marketing analyst app that helps brand and agency marketing teams evaluate paid media performance, marketing ROI, and cross-channel trends in one place. This is for marketing managers, performance marketing specialists, and agency analysts who need a single workspace to review campaign data instead of jumping between multiple ad platform dashboards and spreadsheets. Users should be able to create a brand workspace for each client or brand they manage with views for brand name, industry, and primary marketing channels such as meta ads, Google ads, programmatic display, and premium publisher placements. Give users 3 ways to bring in performance data. They can manually enter it into a structured data entry form, they can upload a CSV, or they can connect a Google Sheet and pull campaign data directly from it with fields covering campaign name, channel performance, data range, spend, impressions, clicks, conversions, and revenue. When the Google Sheet is connected, let users map their sheet's columns to each field and periodically refresh the data from the sheet to keep it in sync without reloading. All of this data should be stored in campaign records tied to a brand workspace and channel type and displayed in a sortable, filterable table so users can filter by channel, data range, or campaign. Add a dashboard view that shows core computed metrics per campaign and in aggregate, including click-through rate, cost per click, cost per acquisition, return on ad spend, and conversion rate, all calculated from the raw data fields regardless of whether the data came from manual entry, CSV, or Google Sheets. Let users tag campaigns by funnel stage, such as awareness, consideration, or conversion, and by attribution model assumptions, such as last click, linear, or first click, so performance can be grouped and compared later. Users should also be able to add free text notes or observations to any campaign record, like noting creative fatigue after a certain week, so that they can build a running analyst commentary over time. Finally, include user accounts so each analyst workspace and data stay private to them, with the ability to invite a team member to view or edit a shared brand workspace. You can provide short prompts to build your Remy apps or long, detailed prompts like I did. Remy does great with both. Remy takes our request and it may ask some clarifying questions before building. Let's quickly answer them. You can see I've answered all the questions. Now it's going to come up with a plan, and we could either approve it or make adjustments before it begins building our MVP. Remy wrote a plan for our app. You can see the proposed plan on the right-hand side. Make sure to scroll through it and read through the whole thing. And if you like what's been proposed, simply click on Start Building. Now, if you'd like, you could sit and watch the Remy agent work with its various sub-agents. But the agent can go to work whether the tab is open or not. It really doesn't matter if we're on the screen. If you want to go grab a coffee or go work on something else, you can totally do that while Remy works in the background. The initial MVP takes several minutes to build. We're going to skip forward to when it's finished. Okay, the Remy agent has finished building our app. The Remy agent is on the left-hand side, and we're looking at the Home section on the right. Let's go preview the app by going to the Preview tab. Let's go ahead and open that preview in a new tab so we can view it in a full screen. Remy built this app with accounts and a full authentication flow. We can test this by adding our own email, or we can click the button at the bottom right to continue with the Remy test email. When we sign up with an email, it sends a code we need to type in. If we continue with the Remy test email, that code will always be 123456, which Remy automatically enters for us. We're now on the main screen of our application, and you can see the app is pre-filled with some data. That's because Remy created a bunch of synthetic data so we can preview the app in a non-empty state. Let's take a look. We see that this is a company in our fabricated data called Northwind Coffee Company. This is the return on ad spend, the actual spend, returns, cost per acquisition, and click-through rate, and conversion rate in a nice, really easy way to view in this dashboard, broken down by channel of Google Ads, Meta Ads, and so on. We can also take a look at spend and returns by looking at each date on this graph. And we can also compare to prior periods. And we can filter this. Here we see the campaign data, and we can filter this by which channel, the type of funnel we want to review and filter against, the attribution, and the range. We can import that data either manually through a CSV upload or Google Sheets. I have a Google Sheet here just to test this. And sure enough, it reads it correctly, and I could, if there were more columns here to be mapped, I could map them to channel, start date, end date, and so on. So this is great. And this will automatically sync to that Google Sheet every day. Likewise, here's just the settings for my workspace, the name of the company, the reporting currency, which industry, the channels. I could add more channels. And I could invite individuals in my team to be either a viewer only to see this data or an editor. And I can search against this entire workspace for data. So this is great. One thing I noticed that we're missing, though, is a budget pacing and goal tracking in this app. Let's go back to Remy and ask for this edit. Just like before, I'll click into the agent chat box at the very bottom left of the screen, click the microphone icon, and speak directly to Remy. Add a budget pacing and goal tracking feature to the app. On each brand workspace, let users set a monthly or quarterly budget target for each channel, along with a goal metric and target value, such as a target cost per acquisition, a target return on ad spend, or a target number of conversions. As campaign data is entered, uploaded, or synced in from Google Sheets, have the app continuously calculate how much of the budget has been spent so far in the current period and compare that against how far along the period in time is. So users can see at a quick glance whether a channel is pacing ahead of, behind, or on track with its budget. Show this as a simple pacing bar or progress indicator on each channel with a clear visual distinction like different colors for understanding on pace or overspending. Alongside the budget pacing, show actual performance against the goal metric target for each channel, again using a straightforward progress indicator. So a user can see both spend pacing and a goal pacing side by side, as for example, a channel that is on pace with budget but falling behind its return on ad spend target. Add a notifications or alert panel that flags any channel that crosses a defined pacing threshold. So as more than 20% ahead or behind of its expected spend pace for that period is reached, using simple deterministic data and spend math with no AI involved. Let users adjust their budget and goal targets at any time from the settings panel within the brand workspace, and let them view a history of past periods to see whether they hit their pacing and goal targets in prior months or quarters. The entire feature should run on straightforward arithmetic and date calculations against existing stored campaign data, with no AI-generated analysis or recommendations anywhere in it. This is a meaningful new feature. Let's see what Remy comes up with. Now, for any new feature, Remy will also write a proposal and we'll need to read and approve it. We'll read through this, and when we're ready, click Approve, and it'll begin building out this new feature. Okay, the Remy agent just finished building our requested feature. Let's go ahead and test it out. Let's go back to the full screen experience in a new tab. Sign in with Remy test user. And now we see there's a new section here called Pacing. And here we see that this is the cadence, the monthly cadence, and we see these items need attention. We can see here, this is the spend pacing, this is underspending, and this is goal pacing. And here we see an historical perspective. Now, all of this is, of course, synthetic data. So this looks great. This is exactly what we wanted. In addition to building with the Remy agent, we can also leverage over 300 different AI models in our application. Let's go add a feature that's AI enabled. I'm going to return to the Remy agent, use the microphone again, add an AI Insights feature that acts as the 3 analyst personas already built into the app's concept: the digital media analyst, the performance marketing analyst, and the marketing data analyst, synthesizing the brand's campaign data into a written analysis. Add an AI Insights button on the brand workspace dashboard that, when clicked, sends the selected date range campaign data, including spend, impressions, clicks, conversions, revenue, channel, funnel stage, attribution tags, and analyst notes, to an AI model to generate a structured analysis. The AI's response should always be organized into 3 clearly labeled sections. The first is the digital media analyst view, which covers which channels or platforms are over or underperforming on efficiency metrics such as the click-through rate and cost per click, and where budget could be reallocated across social, programmatic, and premium placements. The second is the performance marketing analyst view, which assesses returns on investment and return on ad spend by funnel stage and attribution model, and flags any conversion pathway that appears weak or mismatched between attribution assumptions and observed results. The third is the marketing data analyst review, which surfaces 3 to 5 cross-channel trends, anomalies, excuse me, or opportunities synthesized from the full data set, such as a channel that's been underperforming week over week or a funnel stage with a drop-off in conversion. Each section should reference specific numbers from the user's actual day's data rather than giving any generic marketing advice, and should flag at least one risk or challenge along with one opportunity. Store each generated insight report as a data record linked to the brand workspace so users can view past AI analyses over time in an insight history list. I'm asking for a lot here. This is a meaningful new feature. Let's see what Remy comes up with. All right, the Remy agent has finished building our AI-enabled feature. Let's go test it and open a new tab to view it full screen. Sign in with the Remy test user. Now we see there's a button here on the top right called Generate Analysis. Now, just like we asked for in the request, we see that there is an analysis for each of these 3 personas: the digital media analyst, and here's a comprehensive overview, and the critical risk and the opportunity; the performance marketing analyst, with both risk and opportunity; and the marketing data analyst. So this is exactly what we asked for. This is great. In addition to building out features I asked for directly, the Remy agent also comes up with its own roadmap and creates feature proposals we might want to add. Each feature is fully spec'd out. Let's take a look by clicking on the Spec tab back in the Remy agent and click Roadmap. You can see everything is laid out in lanes. We can take a look at any feature simply by clicking on it. We can make adjustments to it directly or ask the Remy agent to update the spec. If we're happy with what we see, we just click Build Now at the top, and it'll begin building out this feature. Let's go ahead and build out this client reports item and see what it comes up with. Okay, Remy's finished building our roadmap feature. Let's go back into the full screen experience and take a look at it. Now let's take a look at where this report settings is. This has 2 parts to it. One, we come to the settings and we could specify what our report branding will look like. We can put our logo here. We can set an accent color or add a custom accent color. And then, now that that becomes set, there's a setting here called Share. And we could share which report we want to share, and we can copy this link just to show how it looks like. We'll open this in another tab. the analyst would be able to send this to a potential client and then be able to print this. This is coming from the web browser itself to print it as a PDF. I'll open this file. And here we see a copy that is in PDF format. So this is a great way to share a report, and we did this really quickly using Remy. So all of our features are looking really good. Let's go ahead and publish our app. Let's go back to the Remy agent, and we publish our app by clicking the Publish button at the top right. Now that our application is live, we can monitor it from the app's management dashboard, which we can access by clicking the Back button at the top left of our editor screen. From here, we can access things like our pitch deck, which is a ready-made presentation to explain the problem that this app solves. Just click Share to share it. View our site analytics, where we can track visitors to our app. Review performance analytics, where we can track all of our app's background operations, including performance, accessibility, how well we comply with best practices, and SEO. We can download this report. We can view usage and cost analytics, where we can see how much it costs to build our app and how much it costs to actively run it over time. We can review our app's issues, where we can log bugs manually or collect user-reported issues and have Remy automatically triage and resolve them. We can view the production database, where we can see all of the data stored in our app. We can view deployments, where we can see our current build version and all our previous releases. We only have one release because this was the initial deployment. We can view our app subdomains, where we can swap out this ugly link for a clean subdomain. Let's do that now. We just click subdomain and enter an available subdomain. Users will now access our app via this subdomain. We can view the scheduled tasks our app does. We can view the API keys our app uses, and we can view the users on our app. All of these dashboard features come standard with every Remy app. There are no expensive third-party services required. To get back to editing, we just click the Edit button at the top right of the dashboard. To recap, we built a digital marketing analyst app, added a couple of new features, built one from the roadmap, published it, changed the app's custom domain, and toured the management dashboard. But this is really just the starting point. Whether it's a feature from the roadmap or something you come up with yourself, Remy keeps building alongside you as your needs change. That's where we'll leave it for today. If you have any questions along the way, come find us at the Remy community, community.madewithremy.com. You can get support, join the discussion, and even request new features. Thanks for watching.